Hello my little chickadees and welcome to the Tarot Chick. I am going to be doing some readings for Aussie Theatre, which I'm very excited about. When they first approached me and asked me to do these readings, they asked me to do a weekly horoscope, which I'm not an astrologer, so I did say no. But I did suggest that with tarot I can do a weekly tarot reading, tapping into what is going on with the entertainment industry work-wise. So what I'm going to do is, instead of looking at it and going, what's coming up, what auditions are going to be coming in, or specifically asking questions like that, I'm going to do each star sign type. So we'll do air signs, earth signs, fire signs, water signs, so you can look up your own star sign. And then I'm going to do a general weekly look ahead at what work prospects are coming up for those star signs and how to tap into them. So I will leave my email address, which is admin@thetarotchick.com, if you have any specific things you'd like to know. Obviously not personal things like, will I get into Fiddler on the Roof? Because if you want to know things like that, you can book a private reading with me. You just go to thetarotchick.com and there's plenty of options, from one question readings right up to an hourly reading, and I can answer all your questions there. But if you want to have something more general, like if you do want me to say, can you look ahead at, you know, what's it looking like for Australian theatre for shows coming into the next 6 months, or how many, what options will there be for these star signs, or even I'm happy to do, I know this is Aussie Theatre, but we're looking at, as actors, we're looking into theatre, film, TV, everything. So I will look into that as well if that's something that you're interested in. So let me know if that's something you're interested in. I can add that in. But for now, I'm just going to do a pretty general work for the next week, because I'm just doing weekly readings. And yeah, so each star sign has this little intro on it because I wanted to make sure everyone knew what was going on. So I will time stamp this, so if you're watching more than one reading, you'll know when the readings start, because you don't want to listen to this every time, listen to me crap on. But welcome. If you haven't seen me before, welcome. If you have, welcome back, and I'm looking forward to reading for you. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel, and then they'll pop up in your inbox and tell you when they're coming up. And if you want to like me on Instagram, it's @thetarotchick. That's about it. I will get to it. Hey, welcome to thetarotchick.com. I am going to be doing general readings for this week for Aussie Theatre, as I've said in my intro. This is for water signs. So I'm going to do this one purely because I'm a water sign, and I think we need to know what the fuck is going on this week. No, I'm doing them for every sign, but I am interested in this one. I won't have any favoritism in my readings, just this one. I find that when I'm doing these readings, I think the most interesting thing people learn is that I can't shuffle for shit. Well, they fell out, so I'm going to keep those. But it really doesn't matter because I picked the cards randomly, so you will see as we go. I'm using the Hollywood Tarot deck that I've created, which is available for purchase on my website. And I'm also using the Pagan deck as clarifiers. Oh, yes, look at us go. I will explain as I get there. Interestingly enough, some of these cards already to me are corresponding a little bit with air signs. And I find sometimes if you have other signs in your chart, it's quite good to watch all the all the star signs just to see what resonates. But do what you will. And take what you get out of this. Take what fits for you and leave what doesn't, because obviously not everything's going to resonate. Interesting already. Okay, this week you're in the driver's seat. We've got the Chariot. Okay, shotgun bitches. You are in the driver's seat. You are the one that's going to decide what you want to do. So whether that be that you have something come in that you've got to decide on the offer, or whether you decide you've got to make some decisions this week and decide what direction you want to go. A lot of people start a brand new decade or a new year going, do I even want to do this anymore? And I feel like some of you may be doing that. Do I need a full-time job? Do I stay in this? Do I talk to my agent and see if I can just do ads while I do a full-time job because I can't afford this anymore? All of that's fine, and it's all up to you as to do what you need to do. But I feel like nothing's set in stone. So whatever you decide, it doesn't have to be forever, and you've got to remember that too. So if you make a decision and you say to someone, I need to get a full-time job and just work, and don't say I'm leaving forever. Just say to them, I'm going to do this for a few months just to get some cash behind me, and then I'll come back or something, just so you don't close doors, and then you won't feel so like you're changing your whole world. Getting the advice from the wrong people, this is the frenemies beware card, can be what gets in your head. And I find that sometimes if you're talking to someone who's not in our industry, or someone who is but hasn't had much luck, that can sort of be what can turn you into the wrong advice. In general is hard work, isn't it? But you do have people around you, and you do have the right people around you that you can turn to, and I think you've got to think about who you ask. This is the 10 of Cups, and they're your family, not necessarily family, I want to say theatre family. So go to the ones that understand and ask them advice, maybe not necessarily your family. Okay, in the past you've felt a bit stressed about work, haven't we all? This has been a hard time the last few months, work-wise, and it is hard over Christmas, New Year, because there's not as much going on. And you get to the point where you're like, is this a test? Is this what's going on? This is from the movie Falling Down, and in that everything just turns to shit for him, and it's one thing after the other happens. And I feel like that can be the case, like you, especially after you finish doing a job, you have a bit of money for a bit, and then it just starts to dwindle, and the more it dwindles, the more you think, shit, I've really got to get something else. But in our industry, it's really hard, because you can't just go up to someone and go, I'd like to be in that show. You've actually got to audition and go through the process, and you don't have the final say. It's not like going for a job where you just keep handing out your resume, and I mean, I suppose it's similar, but it's not like you have to have, you don't have to have the luck of, you know, sometimes to get a job in a shop or whatever, you don't have to have the luck of the draw. It's just, you have to have a certain skill, which is a lot harder. But there is, and this is why it's similar to me to air signs. You've got the Emperor card here, which is, you got it going on. The only thing I think is different to air signs is I felt like that was someone coming in offering you a job. With you, I feel like it's you creating your own empire. You've got the ability to come in and go, what can I do next? And come up with something yourself. And I feel like even if it's not creating your own show or writing something, you've got people you know that you could collaborate with. That's why I feel like there's these other people here. You've got a free spirit who's inspiring. There's ideas and potential. If that's not someone else, that's definitely you. And that's what you've got to get back, is this thing of, what can I do? Who do I know? What could we do? And it's not necessarily a matter of things that cost a lot of money. For me, it's like, you've got ideas. In fact, a lot of what's going on in your mind is shut the fuck up. Like, there's so many things turning around in your head. I feel like this is like those arguments you've had with yourself rather than with other people, is like, because you've got that, do I want to keep doing it or don't I? Do I want to do my own thing or don't I? How can I do it and earn money? And it's the devil card after that too, of short-term satisfaction. You know, you get a job, it lasts for a few months and then you're stuck again. It's like, do I want to keep being on this roller coaster? I feel like there's something that you've just got to tap into in your mind, or write down a whole list of things that you've thought of that you wanted to do, because one of them has the potential to earn you cash and give you money. I've got crying in the sack here, which is the medium card, the 9 of Swords. This to me is your dreams, lack of sleep, not sleeping well. That also can be ideas coming to you when you're sleeping. So when you're asleep and you wake up, write them down. You've got the Temperance card here, so it could be through someone you've worked with before, or something you've done before that you just think, why don't I pull that one back out and do it again? Or how could I get that back on the road? The 5 of Chalices, you feel a bit like let down. You're a bit drained of all the shit that's gone on lately. So, and I think your main worry is obviously money. You've got the 4 of Pentacles here, which is like holding on to your last bit of cash and going, oh, I just need to earn more. Yeah, 8 of Chalices. Maybe it's something to do with just feeling a little bit like maybe you had something going on with some people or something that have let you down, and maybe you're just like, I can't rely on people anymore. That's what you feel like. I've got the 7 of Pentacles here. See that? 7 of Pentacles. This one is like drawing on what you can do and what you are good at. So I think, in a way, you need to think about what your strengths are and do something about it. Keep tradition alive. Like, you've done this before. I feel like it's definitely coming from the past and something you've done before, and you're good at it. Working alone, you've maybe done that for a while. I feel like this is something that you could do on your own, but you feel like you've tried to work with people that have let you down and now you're left alone. That's maybe what it is. We've got the Star card here, which is like it's your time to shine and for things to start happening for you. So look for guidance above. Losing my voice. It's something to do with communication, singing, talking. I know that's what we all do, but for me it's like it's something you've got to get out. So get it out, whether it's writing something or getting someone else to write it for you or say it for you. Maybe if you've got song ideas, collaborate with a writer. And you've got the Knight of Pentacles here, so it's going to earn you money. Shit's going to hit the fan. Got the fuck tarot card, tower card here. So if you don't do it, or you decide I can't be bothered, shit'll hit the fan. Because the universe always pushes you to do what you're meant to do. So it's going to happen, and you got to do it. Got the 4 of Swords there. Yeah, that's the listening to your intuition. Listen to your dreams and your intuition. Meditate on it if you're a meditator. Something's coming up that you're going to start a new creative endeavor. But I feel like it's something you create yourself. Even if it's collaborating with other people, it's something that comes from your thoughts. So that's you for this week, water signs. Let me know. And if it resonates, let me know in the comments. If you don't resonate with this one, check in next week and subscribe to my channel on YouTube, and you can add me on Instagram at the Tarot Chick. See you next week.